It's Alex JB with Just the Best Real Estate. And today I'm bringing to you a local business owner by the name of Jenny Geffrard. She is the CEO and founder of Surplus Financial Consultants. And I think that she's a great resource for those going through the time of quarantine right now, not sure where they should go. And here she'll be able to tell you why. So Miss Jenny, first off, how are you doing during this time?
Well, thank you, Alex, for the opportunity to speak with your audience. Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Geffrard. I am the founder of Surplus Financial Consultants, which is a personal finance and credit education company that specializes in taking the stress and shame out of managing your money. And for the question of how am I doing, I think I'm doing just like everyone else. I'm holding on. Really practicing gratitude during this time and taking precautions to stay healthy and continue to endure the Rona.
Absolutely. And we're probably in, I don't even know, what is it, week 5, week 6, week 7, year 3?
It's just bleeding in together. Right now.
It's all together. So right now, who should be tuning in to this video? We're going to get into, of course, what Surplus Financial Consultants does. However, who should be sticking around to the end to get some tips from this video?
The person that should be sticking and watching our lovely faces is anyone who is feeling stress about their money. And that's it.
That's as simple as it gets. I actually do like that. So what do you do with Surplus Financial? What do they do? And how are they helping people during this time as well?
Great question. So like I said, Surplus Financial Consultants is a personal finance and credit education company. So there's 2 portions to that. One portion is in understanding that a lot of our credit issues aren't really credit issues. They're really a budget or money issue. When you don't have control of your finances, it usually ends up showing up in your credit. So there's the portion where I coach people on dealing with their finances, how to create a system that allows them to live their best life while still taking care of the main things, which are saving and preparing for the long term. And that is the money coaching portion. The second portion is the credit education. I'm a big believer that when you teach someone how to fish, you teach them how to feed themselves in the long run. And one of the things that is important to realize is our credit status, our credit ratings will have a very big impact on how we build wealth. 2020, because 2020 is still here, as many feelings as we might have for it, and beyond. So I really, for my credit coaching, credit education coaching portion, I teach people how to repair their own credit by offering them a credit audit where we go through the process of what's happening on their credit report, and then I teach and walk them through how to do it themselves.
That's awesome. That's incredible. So right now, I mean, people have been stressed about money since well before 2020, right?
Right.
And you've been helping hundreds of thousands of people getting them situated with their finances. What is one thing that they could be doing, though, during this time? Right now, there's a lot of people who may have more time on their hands, and are trying to juggle, hey, what is next? What am I doing with my money? What does the economy look like later on? What would you say is the one tip or one thing that a person going through COVID-19 2020 should be doing about their money and their finances?
Great question. It's always that one thing, right? So if I can simplify it to one thing, and I'll expound, stop hiding from it. That's the one thing, because you can't begin to fix something when you are unaware of the problems that exist. And a lot of times we're still hiding from our money. Therefore, we're giving it license to do whatever it wants. So if I could say the one thing that everyone should be doing right now is taking a really genuine look of their finances and sitting down and saying, hey, is this a need or is this a want? Clearly, if there was ever a time for us to simplify what is a need and what is a want, it's during the time where outside is closed, because it tells you, hey, I've spent a lot of money in the food category, going out and eating at restaurants, and now that's away and taken from me, I have this amount of money consistently in my account. What can I do with it? So I'm a firm believer that you can only start with where you are. And when you have an understanding of where you are, you can start to plan on where you want to go.
That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. And so that's a huge tip, stop running from it. Now, how can you help people to stop running from it? Because that's an action item that somebody may say, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to stop running. I'm ready to fight it. Now what? Because it ain't enough to just say it, right? You have to do something. So how can you help a person right now who's looking to really sit down and be serious about taking a look at their finances? This whole thing is not going away anytime soon. So how can they get help from you?
Right. So one of the things that I find is it's easier to share the responsibility with someone that you trust to get you through it because they've seen it before. I think a lot of us, we avoid our money because we experience a lot of shame and guilt. If I was to ask anyone, especially anyone watching this video right now, what should they be doing? Majority of people can say without a doubt, they should be saving. And if I ask, are you saving right now? Or how much are you saving right now? That answer will vary across the board. The reality of it is many people know what to do, right? Or they understand the technicalities, and yet they struggle with taking action. So I specialize in helping people take action that doesn't feel overwhelming, or really unpack the reasons why they struggle with moving forward with actions, because I'm a firm believer that your money tell you where your heart is. Your money showcases the feelings and the stories that you continuously move in your mind in regards to wealth and money. And I hope that answered the question.
Absolutely. No, it absolutely did. So what I'll do actually for everybody watching is I'll actually share your website. They can take a look at it. Tell them how can they reach out to you right now. This is your website here, surplusfinancial.com. I will be putting it in the details below. However, how should they navigate either this site or what action should they take to get in touch with you?
Great question. So first and foremost, the best way to communicate with me is through my website. So one thing is to just hit all of the multiple buttons that says schedule here. I try to keep it simple. So I am taking a few, not a large quantity of clients, because another part of my job in the finance world is to really support and coach businesses. So a lot of my attention is focused on that. But however, if you are in a space where you're ready to get going, the best way is to hit any one of the buttons that says schedule an appointment or schedule here. I'm pretty sure there's at least 4 on the site. You can also follow me on Instagram at Surplus Financial, and I am sharing a lot of videos and a lot of content about what they can be doing with their finances, or just educational pieces about their credit overall. So
absolutely. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I do thank you for sharing your time with us today. I'm really hopeful that those people who are afraid of facing their money right now, and I promise you in the last month and a half or 2 months, that big monster that's called money and money management, probably got a lot bigger. And so they can definitely
Yeah.
use your help. And so I do hope you get people to reach out to you. I can't wait to hear of all the success stories of people who navigated, this very, very different and, honestly difficult time. And don't go at it alone, because you're not. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not alone. You're not alone at all. So thank you very much, Miss Jenny Geffrard. Again, that's Surplus Financial Consultants, and you can go to surplusfinancial.com. This has been Alex JB with a local business update. You guys have a good one.
Goodbye.